With Tony Stark gone, the global power dynamics are fractured. The public is grieving, and they are searching for a new primary defender to fill the void. Nick Fury and Maria Hill investigate unnatural environmental storms in rural Mexico. Standard defense protocols and traditional weaponry are failing against these massive new elemental threats. Meanwhile, Peter Parker is actively rejecting the responsibility of stepping up. Dealing with intense imposter syndrome, he attempts to escape the pressure by blending in on a European school trip. That escape ends in Venice when a water elemental attacks the city. Suddenly, a new figure named Quentin Beck arrives with perfectly timed precision, presenting himself as a veteran interdimensional warrior. You combine a traumatized global populace with a grieving teenager, and you get a collective willingness to accept any savior who happens to look the part. It is the perfect vacuum for a fraud. Fury hands Peter the final piece of Tony Stark's legacy, the EDITH glasses. This hardware houses an advanced artificial intelligence, functioning as a centralized command hub. EDITH grants the wearer immediate, unfettered access to a massive orbital network and a comprehensive global surveillance system. Overwhelmed by the scale of this access, Peter's self-doubt spikes. He looks at Beck, who is charismatic, competent, and seemingly heroic, and decides Beck is the true heir to Stark's legacy. Peter legally and literally transfers control of the glasses to Beck. With a simple verbal confirmation, he grants a complete stranger full administrative override for a global military network. The ultimate weapon in Stark's arsenal is acquired without firing a single shot. A decentralized military authority is dangerous because it can simply be surrendered by a hero who wants to run from his reality. The deception escalates in Prague. A massive fire elemental attack is staged to publicly validate Beck's narrative, cementing his status as a global savior. The carefully constructed illusion fractures when MJ picks up a piece of debris from the battle. It's a damaged projector part, and its existence contradicts every detail of Beck's interdimensional backstory. Quentin Beck is actually a disgruntled Stark industry specialist. He is reading a vast team of fired corporate employees with a shared grievance. This technical breakdown illustrates his toolkit. Multiple coordinated units project volumetric holograms to simulate monsters, masking their physical positions. With EDIT integrated, Beck overlays harmless projections with live munitions from drone strikes, resulting in physical destruction. Here is the specific hardware utilized. These are retrofitted Stark drones equipped with undercarriage payloads that possess a dual capacity for both projection hardware and kinetic weaponry. Beck weaponized a corporate grievance into a global crisis. By synchronizing holographic imagery with kinetic impact, he demonstrated that when an antagonist controls the visual record of a battle, the physical reality of the threat matters less than the story the public accepts as truth. Once Beck realizes Peter knows the truth, his objective shifts. Securing fame takes a back seat to eliminating the only witness who can dismantle his operation. Beck lures Peter to Berlin and weaponizes his illusion tech. He traps Peter in a psychological nightmare, splintering reality to disorient him, isolate him from his allies, and force him to reveal his remaining secrets. Miraculously, Peter survives the encounter. He recognizes that to bypass the visual deception, he must close his eyes and rely entirely on his spidey sense. The final confrontation takes place in London. Beck stages a massive threat specifically engineered to kill Peter's friends and permanently bury his own tracks. Peter dismantles the operation systematically. Fighting blinded to the holograms, he destroys the drone swarm, reclaims Edith, and causes Beck to make a fatal miscalculation. Taking down a physical army of automated drones requires a tactical approach. Disarming a false reality that has already been implanted into the public consciousness is a nearly impossible task. Peter returns home to New York, starts dating MJ, and operates under the assumption that the threat of Mysterio is permanently neutralized. Then, J. Jonah Jameson broadcasts Beck's posthumous contingency plan. The broadcast reaches millions simultaneously in Times Square. Beck leaves behind doctored video files. He explicitly manipulates the footage to frame Spider-Man for the catastrophic drone attack in London. The impact is immediate. Peter's secret identity is exposed, stripping away the normal life he spent the entire conflict trying to protect. Mysterio secures a victory from beyond the grave, by exploiting a structural flaw in the digital age. The objective truth becomes irrelevant when a highly fabricated lie is broadcast first and broadcast loudest. The deception wasn't limited to Beck's team. The very leadership Peter looked to for guidance was participating in a different kind of performance. In a post-credits reveal, Nick Fury and Maria Hill are shown to be shape-shifting Skrulls. They have been operating on Earth under false pretenses for the entire duration of the story. The real Nick Fury is operating deep in space. The good guys running global security were outsourcing their roles to impersonators. Every major player was an illusion. A teenager hid his capabilities, a supervillain faked miracles, and global agencies faked their identities. Dodging a swarm of physical drones is a simple matter of reflexes, but you can never outmaneuver a reality where the very architects of the system are living a lie.
And that's how the incredible story comes to an end. Every decision, every sacrifice, and every battle led to this unforgettable finale. If you enjoyed this movie recap, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more detailed movie explanations and cinematic story recaps. Also, hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know whenever we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next movie recap.